Hello everyone, I'm Miss Ng. In writing lesson 1, we talk about recounting events, text type 1, newspaper reports, and the writing skills. Today we will talk about how to write personal speech. Now let's look at page 116. A speech can make an argument, like a debate speech, or it can be used to recount and reflect upon events in a person's life. Personal speeches are often given at celebrations, like weddings or awards ceremonies. Take a look at the structure of a speech. At the beginning of the speech, we need to greet the audience politely. Then introduce the topic of the speech. For the body paragraphs, each paragraph recounts a significant past event or series of events. Closing paragraph reflects on the overall significance of the events. Last but not least, we should thank the audience for listening. Like here, thank you again for being here today, blah blah blah. Now, let's talk about the language features of a personal speech. We use the first person to talk about feelings and reflections. We use polite language and expressions, vivid and detailed descriptions. Speeches often employ features of recounts writing. For example, past tenses, adverbs of manner, preposition of time, place and movement. We also use the present tense to talk about reflections. Please underline the language features of a personal speech on your book page 117. Now let's do exercise 2. Find examples of the following language features in a personal speech on page 116. Underline examples of the first person. I, my, we. It's easy to find the examples of the first person, right? Can you find out examples of polite language and expressions? Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, please. Those expressions are very polite, right? Look at the sentence. I saw the panther-like focus on her face. Panther is a kind of animal. Can you guess what kind of language feature it employs? The description is vivid, right? Another sentence. In the early days, she put her equipment on a low in a supply closet. This is an example of detailed description. Can you underline examples of the present tense? Think, agree, think. She's actively encouraging young girls. Is, and. That's all. It's your turn to do exercise 3. Put a tick beside the sentence in each pair that is appropriate for a more formal speech in the exam. Exam practice. You are a member of your school video gaming club and recently organized your school's first esports tournaments. You are giving a speech at the school's weekly assembly about the experience. In your speech, you should talk about how you got involved in esports and in organizing the tournaments. Highlights from the experience of organizing the tournaments and what organizing the tournaments has meant to you. And don't forget to introduce yourself as Chris Wong. Homework for you. Please finish page 120 and page 121. And remember to upload your writing to the Google Classroom. That's the end of the lesson. Thank you for listening.